tied and sealed with a stubborn determination unknown to punishment gluttons. An hour later, the old chair is whole again. I have worked wonders. It is a fine piece of art again, its value and its usefulness. Behind me, a fractured sofa has been delivered. The Swiss clock tells me, times 10, that I am cuckoo. Despite the impending onslaught, I greet the sofa sans malice with the tip of the hat and gardening shears.
Why? Because it was many of them could not speak English. We spoke Polish, we spoke Ukrainian, we spoke Russian, very little English, if any. And his grandmother, I will never forget the look on her face. Like the same look you have when you're looking for something in a dark closet or something, and she's like, oh, what's that? She looked at me and I was shaking my hand, turned to her grandson and said with smiling teeth, Franklin, doesn't your friend speak English? When I heard that, I was a little bit floored because I was raised to address elders in Polish or some facsimile of that language.
Another chapter where the hero shifts from one foot to another. Every morning the same big little words, all spelling out desire and spelling out you will be alone always and then you will die. So maybe I wanted to give you something more than a catalog of non-definitive acts, something other than desperation. Dear so-and-so, I'm so sorry I didn't come to your party. Dear so-and-so, I'm sorry I came to your party and seduced you and left you bruised and ruined, you poor sad thing. You want a better story? Who wouldn't? A forest then, beautiful trees and a lady singing, love on the water, love underwater, love, and so on. What a sweet lady, sing lady sing. Of course she wakes the dragon, love always wakes the dragon, and suddenly flames everywhere.
Word, like space for a breath, like stories unheard. What do you mean I won't move? What do you mean I won't eat? I'm meant to move mountains with my body, my feet, but I couldn't care about a leap, nor arabesque or releve, because all of that reaching still won't take me away. Depression for a dancer, where my body just lays under pressure and sadness and pain and dismay. But my soul doesn't get it, what my body won't do, because my spirit still rises. Even when it cries, it moves, it still wiggles around corners, it still bends and tendues. Using elements of motion, it is still free to choose. It is sharp, it is quick, it is slow, it is smooth. The kinetic variations, it refuses to lose.
I love the way it tenderly creeps into your heart, how it's there before you even realize it, how it spikes fear and makes you push through anyway, the way it grabs you and doesn't let go, how desperately it holds when everything around you starts to break, the way it makes your heart pound in your chest that there's a tempest raging inside, and you know if it ever burns out, it'll surely fall apart. The way it makes you believe in fate, that everything had always led you here to her, and that it had always been her, it had only ever been her. I love its timbre and tones, the way it sounds like I love you leaving her lips.
When the sun bakes in, flying my arms in the cavity to remind myself of the rose. Warm, saline tears over my cheeks, warm water of the ocean, gray with sediment, not as light as your eyes, cradling my vulnerable form as you live. And for a while I held the earth, and I dreamed of you, your soul embodying every living thing and everything I felt. But once you fell back into my arms, living and breathing as one, I held the heavens with stars. So that's part one. There's a second part. It's a lot more violent.
To be clear, this journal wasn't written from the finish line. I don't have it all figured out. I still struggle to find my peace, overthink my decisions, and cry at random songs in the grocery store. What I do have is a collection of real moments, messy, raw, sacred, and desire to share them. This isn't a manual, it's a mirror. And maybe if you're honest with yourself, you'll see your reflection in these pages too. I wrote this for the women still searching, for the ones who wonder if it's too late to become someone new, for the mamas who raise babies on broken sleep and borrowed strength, for the women who look strong but feel lost inside. This was for us. I was 40 and still searching, not for a man, not for a new diet, and not even for the missing Tupperware lids, though that still remains a mystery.
Pillars of salt built to be ignored. Looking back, I see the path winding among headstones as I follow them through the singing of labor and slavery. They are the same stories that kick around the stones of a fallen statue, arose by any other name, the interpretation of birth or death, life or choice, war and peace. I can decipher the anatomy of my city, and I see what human thread we all hold on to. It leads me to the Sky Park, a huge abandoned park behind Charlie Norwood. You can see 28 miles out to the 4 stacks of Georgia Power, burning deals with the clouds that balloon into the sky.
P. Smelling of roses and tasting of citrus, Star and Jade kissed. Instantaneously, the universe expanded. Everything got brighter, and invisible waves receded. They felt dizzy, alive, ecstatic, empathic, and rooted deeply within Mother Earth. In silent agreement, they both left with the wind. The slosh of water leaving their bodies sounded louder than the Kauai future bass playing. Both reverberated through their entire beings. It was as if space and time were high too. Time was zonked out. It made little sense and had limited impact. Space was dancing, the air twisting and swirling. The couple slowly dried themselves off.
All comfy and cozy, me, the uncomfortable wrinkled sheet. All the times I allow you to get into my head, becoming my voice as you catapult mine into silence, much like fallen leaves dying. My boundaries, invisible pyramids you had to conquer. Forgetting all the times I was hot for you, because of you, as you set me on fire, brewed me in gas, like your favorite rock-roasted coffee, scalding and bitter. The aftertaste lingers, sticking to your tongue, heavy. Forgetting all the times your love wrapped me like cellophane. I keep swallowing those synthetic fragments